3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
The back deep, Cooper Kupp.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
44 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
They'll run with Sanders, and he is going to lose yardage here. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing. Prescott. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing his Wentz. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Justin Reed. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneers.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott gets this one to use check. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Murray. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Play fake. Murray. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray being chased out left. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's taking it right down Broadway. 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 65 Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, we did, in fact, get our first points of the game on the field goal attempt. Just, maybe not the way that we expected with a return the other direction.
And right now, you know what's popping into my brain? That adage every coach says to us, if you block a kick and score off of it, 95% of the time, your team wins the game. I can't quantify the numbers, but it certainly seems to work out that way.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time, they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. The field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray now. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Now Murray again. And his throw here's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here we go with Williams. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. They'll go again with, oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And Diggs has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 17 yards out. And the Bats have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken at about the 1. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Dak going to start out going to the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Runs over it. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Going for it with Sanders. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Another run here with Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Randy Moss from 13 yards out. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 22, Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Cup now on the return. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Randy Moss, 72 yards. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
From the 21 and 2nd and 10.
19.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Another run with Sanders. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fields it right around the goal line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Nothing the score after one on EA's. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Mixon with a first down carry. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Bucs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. He's got room past the 30. Look at the big man rumble. How about this? He's to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Lawrence on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Trevor Lawrence scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Lutt's good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Hurts. He finds his man. Complete. It's Gonzalez. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, Difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board.
Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders to about the 35, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Fourth down, here's Lawrence. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Here we go.
On play action, Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete here to Waller. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Miles Sanders, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rogerio Sneed. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. But certainly not how they envisioned the start to this when you give up the touchdown, and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown the first drive, hoping to get their legs under them and slow them down.
And all those mistakes, they just seem magnified here in the playoffs.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He'll buy some time right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! Zach Ertz from 8 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hey, Delta! Leo!
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Lord!
Now Lawrence. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Bruce Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete.
Look, we came into this with focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Lawrence on the sneak, and he will have a Steelers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. J.K. Dobbins, 52 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They go play action with Lawrence. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 10.
Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Oh, a quarterback sneak on 2nd down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid gain there in the sneak, because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Oh, they'll try and sneak this. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports from the 6. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Able to hit his target, Lamb. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. Going to be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. On first down, Lawrence. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll work down inside the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, Orbit! Go, go! Hit.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
This taken in at the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Lawrence. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the 6-time Pro Bowler Eric Josh Allen. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game. That they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. And you
can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now Lawrence on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Coleman going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Montana. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So a line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and come back. It just never materialized.
Montana going to keep it on the sneak. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Joe Montana scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Rams continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And it is now 21-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lawrence. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game.
Under pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.